Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Bash Bro. Yes, we did it, y'all. I hit Legend this year on NBA 2K22, and my boy King Jordan gonna show you how to hit Legend on this week's episode on NBA 2K TV.
Season 4 has been bursting with fun events, and there's even more coming up. This weekend, aboard the Concha Del Mar, it's Top Deck, where all games played on Deck 16.
The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. We're coming to you from Southern California. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Paul George.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league. He said, "I pride myself on being effective on both ends. I try to do it all. Play the right way and just get lost in the game. I'll do everything I can to win." And guys, there's still not much he can't do with his combination of size and athleticism.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. It'll be hard for either side to score tonight, Greg. Two lockdown defenses that do it in a variety of ways.
Oh, I tell you what, they're both strong on the ball, in help, and in transition. And both coaches do a great job of making in-game adjustments.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell in at the 2 with Bogdanovich at small forward. Gobert is out there with Rudy Gay, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Paul George. Then there's Jackson, then there's Bledsoe, and it's Hartenstein in at the center position. And the Jazz start out with the ball. Now Conley trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Dallas. Here's Gobert. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
And George, here we go. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Clippers ball.
George passes to Bledsoe. Jackson with the bounce pass. Clippers moving the ball around. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Conley dishes to Bogdanovich, and he drives in, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Bledsoe finds George. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When near the bucket, Paul George knows what to do. This guy has such a nuanced understanding of the offense.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Conley dishes to Mitchell. Out to Conley from downtown. Connects from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Bledsoe. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. George against Bogdanovich. Lock at 6. Moves back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Clippers shoot their first free throws of the game.
Isaiah Hartenstein taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Oh, the lob to Gobert. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
George against Bogdanovich. Gobert pulls it in.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Mitchell outside. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. Trailing here by 8. George against Bogdanovich. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Mitchell finds Conley. And here's Gobert. Down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Assisted.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan. 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
The 3 from George. Hands it from downtown. George has got 5 now.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
Gobert dishes to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Now Gobert, guarded by Bledsoe. And too long on the shot. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Hartenstein. This game he had 12. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Bledsoe against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Conley. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Bledsoe. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. George passes to Hartenstein. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich. And Greg, as we near the end of the regular season, some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and the lottery teams sometimes ready to call it a day.
Well, a lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games do count.
The first free throw is good. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Mann comes in for George. Whiteside's checked in for the Jazz. No good on the second free throw. Utah leading by 8. Outside Conley. Whiteside finds Mitchell over Jackson and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. There's the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Zubac with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. No good from Bledsoe. So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Conley into the lane. Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. Conley scanning the floor. Passes to Whiteside. Now here's Gay. 5 on the clock. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. It's a 10-point game. A floater. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Luke Kennard in for Eric Bledsoe. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Jackson. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Philadelphia. Shot clock at 6. Kennard for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Mitchell passes to Conley. To the paint. Mitchell outside. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
And the Clippers call time here, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And if you had to point to one problem in that game, it was their rebounding. Flat out terrible.
Well, the numbers back up that assertion, no doubt about it. Sometimes it's about, hey, we've got to get on the glass and make sure they're feeling us all night long. They didn't do that.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Jackson. The Jazz also changing it up. Eric Pascal comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Poked away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Ingles. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they fell to the Jazz.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
Here's the teardrop. That shot is off. And the Clippers will come the other way.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And the Jazz making a change here. O'Neal's checked in.
Royce O'Neal.
Here's Mann. There's the pass to Zubac. Here's Mann, covered by Mitchell. Kennard for three. And another three for the Clippers.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Mitchell dishes to Clarkson. Ingles up top. Six on the shot clock.
And Kevin, how about his basketball journey? Taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles, boy, was well worth the wait.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
And he makes the first.
Here's a guy in Joe Ingles who truly is an example of the right fit, the right organization makes all the difference in your career. Joe Ingles is a smart, tough, capable basketball player on both ends of the floor, and he just needed the right place to show that.
And he makes both free throws.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Mann. He kicks it to Batum. To the inside. Ibaka, and the layup's good off the glass. And he grew up playing Australian rules football, and Ingles not afraid to mix it up.
And early in his career, guys would look to attack him one-on-one, but they learned the hard way. He's long, active, and uses anticipation about as well as anybody.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Kennard against O'Neal. Zubac, the best of man. Back to Zubac. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Utah basketball.
Jazz leading by 7. And here is Mitchell. He has 6. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Mann passes to Kennard. Here's Mann. Pass to Ibaka. Zubac trying to break loose. Shot's good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his second basket of the night.
And to me, it's never easy trying to guard Serge Ibaka. This guy is such a powerful player who is not afraid to mix it up.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Back to Ibaka. Pass to Kennard. Kicks to Batum. Stolen by Clarkson. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in.
Reggie Jackson.
Clippers trail by 7. Stolen by Mitchell. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. O'Neal passes to Clarkson. Driving inside. Back to O'Neal. Second chance shot. And with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Utah. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, Donovan Mitchell may get the spotlight, but he understands that he rises and falls with his team.
At the end of the day, I'm here to play basketball and be the best teammate and best player that I can be. I'm not trying to make this about me. This is team basketball. Like, at the end of the day, we're doing good things, and we just got to keep it up.
Mitchell is well liked, has humility about him, Greg, despite his all-star status.
Hasn't let the endorsements or signature shoe deal go to his head. This guy sees the bigger picture.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Eric Pascal. Clarkson is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's O'Neal, and it's Gobert in at center. Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And George, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I tell you, that's the speed of Paul George on the drive. Amazing attack on the rim.
Clarkson kicks to Ingles. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
Here's Jackson. Feeds to Batum. Gobert with the block. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Ingles, he's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
I'll tell you, Ingles is just such a pro. This guy is unafraid despite the defense.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. Watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense comes and goes. Guys, back to you.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Joe Ingles.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Gobert against Jackson. Now here's Batum. D right on him. Jazz leading by 13. Passes it to Ingles. Deep 2 from Clarkson. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Kennard kicks to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 6 to shoot. The pass to George. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Kennard's shot is off. Jazz have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Hartenstein comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert. Gay comes in for Eric Pascal. Bogdanovich is checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Clarkson. Pass to George. Over Bogdanovich. George passes to Kennard. Pass to Bledsoe to stop the drought. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Passes it to George. Over Whiteside. It's up a 3. And Marcus Morris good for 3.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
Conley finds Whiteside. Now Ingles. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. He had a nice open look right there. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside Conley. The pass to Whiteside. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Bledsoe passes to Hartenstein. Floats it up for Bledsoe.
Boy, when Bledsoe's been healthy, he has been a problem defensively and knocks down the shot there.
And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for Utah. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
And the Clippers call time here. And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather own the team.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Marcus Morris. Mann subbed in for Luke Kennard. 2 on the clock. Basket counts. Mann's got his second bucket of the night. Jazz leading by 15. Mitchell finds Whiteside. Now, here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. A second chance effort. And they double up Whiteside. Launches a 3. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Whiteside. Mitchell's got 11 points.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Bledsoe against Bogdanovich.
Did you guys just see that? Listen, Bogdanovich can guard, but shot blocking? Wow.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Bledsoe dishes to George. Looking to get back on track here. And George with the stuff.
And make no mistake, Paul George is a fierce finisher inside.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Three-pointer. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Pass to Mann. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Jazz leading by 18. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Whiteside. Back to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Shoots it up. It's deflected. Bledsoe for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Here's Bogdanovich. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
But to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Utah has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Now, here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. Inside. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 7.
Well, Bogdanovich looking so comfortable close to the rim, just extends past the defense beautifully.
Here's Bledsoe. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79%
Shooting 2
on the season.
First free throw is good.
How about the Kentucky team Eric Bledsoe was a part of? 8 future NBA players, including All-Stars John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins, an incredible group.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Los Angeles. Reggie Jackson comes in for George. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovich. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
It's always a bonus when Rudy Gobert gets hot on the offensive end. This guy is doing a good job getting to his spots and capitalizing.
Zubac's the pass to Jackson. Here's man. Pass to Jackson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Utah also making a switch. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And here are the Jazz now. They're on an 18-7 run.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Zubac against Gay. Out to Conley. And there's the pass to O'Neal. Gay in the corner. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Conley against Jackson. Pass to man. Here's Batum. Out left to the wing. Here's man. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
That's good from Gay.
And the length and athleticism Gay offers is exciting. I mean, terrific at scoring the ball, but he can also defend multiple positions.
Zubac finds Jackson. Here's man to the middle. Zubac in the post for by Conley, and that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Pass to Clarkson. The 3. He can't hit that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. That's going to send Ivica Zubac to the line. It's on Jordan Clarkson.
When I think of Ivica Zubac, I think about solid big man who is still young and developing. It's really a matter of him gaining confidence at this point.
And the Jazz making a change here. Pascal's checked in. And that one misses. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pascal, the pass to Gobert. And good that time. Gobert's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the addition of the upper body strength, it's turned Rudy Gobert from role player to all NBA. Go ahead and absorb it, Rudy.
Passes it to Zubac. 15 seconds left in the first half of the game. Gobert with the defensive effort. Conley for 3. Pascal, the pass to O'Neal. Conley for 3. He goes up again, and it's finished off inside by Gobert. Gobert's got 18 points.
I'll tell you, you cannot give Rudy Gobert an inch of space when he's working the glass. This guy excels at using his reach.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Utah out in front, opening up a huge gap. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend. And, we've been a little bit fortunate, too, that missed some shots. But, more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Some incredible work in this one by Rudy Gobert. He had 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist. He came in with something to prove tonight after having a very tough outing in their last game. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. They're getting pushed around, not protecting them. Loud looks. That's the kind of D I love to face. I've had at least 30 by now, guys.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Clippers right now, Marcus Morris is out there with Hartenstein. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Inside, Hartenstein. Gobert with the block.
Let's remember that the 7-foot frame includes a 7'9" wingspan. Rudy Gobert, the Stifle Tower, doing work.
Bledsoe taking his time here. Here's George, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic. And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
The first one falls.
Well, Paul George, smack dab in the middle of the prime of his career, and maybe underestimated is his drive to win.
Both shots good from the stripe. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Mitchell against Jackson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Mitchell. Here he goes. And he lays it straight in. Mitchell's got 13 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
George up top. He's covered by Bogdanovic. Gobert with the block. And he's able to get it back. And he recovers it. Here's Bledsoe. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Bledsoe's got his second basket of the night. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And one thing you hear again and again about Mitchell is leadership, especially for a young player. Is striking.
Well, coaches and teammates all agree. He's a natural-born leader, comfortable using his voice, but at the same time, it's all about the team with Donovan.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. George against Bogdanovich. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Rudy Gobert.
It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
See, Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He has such a tough cover close to the basket.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
For 2.
Throw good, Paul George. He's off on the second.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Back to Gobert. Here's Hartenstein. 6 points for him. Bledsoe finds George. Kennard against Gay. Shot clock at 6. Gay with the block.
Yeah, you got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away with those big hands.
For 3, Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
For the Jazz, Whiteside's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Joe Ingles in for Rudy Gay. Whiteside dishes to Ingles. Right side, Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Wow, love the power and the strength of Bogdanovich on that strong finish.
Bledsoe with it. He has 5. The pass to Kennard. No good on the triple. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Yep, it counts. 11 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And George kicks to Bledsoe. Back to George. To the paint. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 5 points in the game.
Well, Marcus Morris, such a solid understanding of how to take advantage of the pick-and-roll situation.
Now here is Conley. Defense right on him. Poked loose. Outside, George. And Whiteside sends it back. And they're able to recover. Jazz have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Here's Mitchell. Whiteside trying to break free, and it's Mitchell missing. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Kennard for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Kennard's got 9 points.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Mitchell. Right side, the pass to Bogdanovich. Mitchell outside. They grab their own miss. Whiteside kicks to Mitchell. Over George. And that one hits back iron.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Conley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Mike Conley has mastered pick and roll play and does such a good job making the right decisions.
Bledsoe left side. Sinks that one from the post. Bledsoe's got 4 this quarter.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Hartenstein. Ibaka comes in for Marcus Morris. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for George. Mann subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. The Jazz also changing it up. Eric Pascal, he's checked in for Whiteside. Royce O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Pass to Kennard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Kennard's got 11 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Pascal. And slam dunk by Pascal.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Unloads from 13. Mann gets the bucket. He has 6.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Ibaka against Clarkson. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Mann can't hit. Jazz leading by 22. Mitchell outside. Looking to get it going.
Donovan Mitchell.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
Kennard against Pascal. Pass to Batum. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Batum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pascal kicks to Clarkson. Driving to the basket. Ibaka with some nice D.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
O'Neal against Batum. Back to Ibaka. The 3. Here's Zubac. And that one, good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
O'Neal passes to Mitchell. And there's the drive. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. The wide open look here for Ingles. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Jazz.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And you also have to give credit to them for their shot blocking. They've had a ton of rejections in this ballgame.
Clarkson against Zubac. Nice ball movement by Utah. 6 on the shot clock. O'Neal against Kennard. O'Neal misses. LA's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Here's Zubac to the right side. Here's Mann, covered by Mitchell. Mann can't hit. Utah leading by 22. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Passes it to Mann. 50 seconds left in the third. Outside for Batum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Mitchell's shot is good.
We're talking 6'3", 215 pounds, so that is a big-sized guard. He can operate on the interior.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Clarkson. Lays it up and banks it in. Mann's got 4 points now in the quarter. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. Clarkson outside. Mitchell against Zubac. And it's Mitchell missing. And here's Kennard. 11 points in the game. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And so it's Utah, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action after this word. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Rudy Gay is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Clarkson in at the 3 slot.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Here's Mann, covered by Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson from long range. Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half. And that's a great way to cut into the lead.
For LA, Ivica Zubac, taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Marcus Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Utah with a change here, too. Bogdanovich is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Now Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Jackson against Conley. From deep, Gay. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, that is just too easy. As Gobert gets this close, forget about it.
No good from Zubats. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Terrence Mann. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
And guys, Bogdanovich, the former second-round pick, has really found his place in the NBA. This guy is an effective shooter from just about anywhere.
There's the double team from Whiteside. Bledsoe against Butler. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Honey, guarded by Jackson. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And Greg, the league's in a great place for challenge. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker and Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
And the first one drops. And the Clippers making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Knocked loose. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Hughes. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. To the inside. Outside for Jackson. Over Bogdanovich. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Butler dishes to Whiteside. The Jazz working the ball around now. Down low. And Butler gets it to go.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Kicks it to Johnson. To end the run.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Oni passes to Butler. And here is Hughes. Now here's Whiteside. No good with the fallback jumper. On the wing, Jackson. Hughes covering. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Jackson kicks to Johnson. 4 on the clock. He tries for 3. That one doesn't go. Jazz have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
We love the strong shooting of Bogdanovich, a polished player with a scorer's mentality.
Outside Jackson. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
And the Jazz call time here. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
And it comes off the front of the rim.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Butler with the ball, now guarded by Winslow. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul. Shooting for Utah, Jared Butler. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Butler. And so Butler nails both of them. LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. 2nd team foul. At the line for LA, B.J. Boston. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Jams. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Hughes. And the pass to Whiteside. 6 to shoot. And the shot is long for Los Angeles. They've gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Whiteside against Johnson. Rebound by Butler. The Jazz have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. And here is Los Angeles now. Outside Jackson. On the wing, Johnson. Outside for Jackson. Los Angeles with another miss. Utah has gone 0 of 3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Eric Paschal, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Here's Butler. Hughes with it. Ball's knocked loose. Johnson surveying the floor with the drive, and it's blocked. Butler from outside. Another miss by Utah. Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Jackson passes to Hartenstein. Kicks it to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Winslow with it. Butler covering the 3 ball. That one misses. And it's Utah the other way. And here is Hughes. Can they get it? And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his 3rd.
It goes on Justice Winslow.
5th team foul.
The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting. With some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
And the Clippers making a change here. Ibaka's checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Whiteside. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now Jackson. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Tipped away. And here we go. The finish and the dunk by O'Neal.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Defended by Butler. To the middle. Now, here is O'Neal. Here's O'Neal. Outside Butler. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
Chalk up two there. Butler with the ball. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Butler. Baseline jumper. And Winslow pulls it down.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Ibaka, no luck. Utah's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Pascal kicks to Butler. Shoots over Winslow. Another shot and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second personal
foul. Yeah, the defender all over.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Jazz, Eric Pascal. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Clippers. And Pascal drops them both. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Winslow against O'Neal. 5 to shoot. No good from Bledsoe. Utah's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And it's in there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Bledsoe. And Pascal pulls it down. Pascal's got 7 rebounds in the game. O'Neal passes to Butler. Driving the lane. Oh!
My goodness.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Bledsoe against Butler. Latre. Utah with the rebound. Pascal's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Butler, no good. The Clippers shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Utah.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Rudy Gobert.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
The first one falls. And Pascal drops them both. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Into the lane. Can they get it? O'Neal with the rebound. And it's the Jazz's ball. Butler passes to Pascal. Back to Butler. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson dishes to Winslow. Defended by Pascal.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And here is Butler. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Rudy. Congrats on the win. What was working for you on offense tonight?
I think our defense kind of got our offense into it. We're that kind of team. Our defense makes our offense. We run the floor and we share the ball. So whenever we out there playing defense like we did today, we usually are in a good position.
Great performance tonight, Rudy. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.